Beats are the purest.
These beats are the purest. Prove it, prove it. These beats are the purest. Prove it.
These beats are the purest.
These beats are the purest. Prove it.
And welcome to week 11 game between the Shapeshifters and the the Charlemagne Shapeshifters, gotta use their full name, and the Junkyard Dawgs. I will be your play-by-play caster this evening, FlamboJambo, as joined by the amazing, incredible Chummy Wummy.
Oh yeah, I will be the color casting, and hopefully I can paint the scene.
And of course, as always, our Commissioner Booney on prod to help make sure that anything that I don't catch, he'll have under control, and then make sure everyone has a good viewing experience this evening. So we are heading in. Ilios will be our first map. Chummy Wummy, what do you want to see from these two teams? What do you expect them to be pulling out here, especially as we head on to Well?
Okay, so I'm guessing the Junkyard Dogs are gonna run some pharmacy with Doomfist tank, and I think like some sort of head scan, and Shapeshifter might do the same sort of things, except not. Oh, actually, it's just Winston.
Winston, how's it hang?
Oh, but there is the flyer distant thing, but they'd call that. And so I guess one team's going a hard dive. Both teams are looking to just dive the enemy backline, so it's up to Emerald and sort of Logan to stay alive.
Yeah, so we will see the matching Wintons as well as the matching Tracers, but then very different looks with the Mercy Echo and the Lucio Kiriko, as we do see the Junkyard Dogs opting to play towards the cage side, as Echo getting that early aggression up in the high ground, able to just spam down as both Winstons. Mercy caught out a little bit, big anti onto Rusty Goomba, but they might be able to punish Emerald here as she's in a little bit of trouble. Forces a jump out of Fruitals to back up as he's getting pressured down by Frosty on the Reaper, and the first point should go over to the Shapeshifters here, but Pneumonia falls to Akua. It is big advantage in favor of the Junkyard Dogs. Is a big anti by Emerald onto Zainu Baba. Will cause him to fall as Kerbalji as well falls dangerously low, but Frosty and Rusty are the first ones to fall as well as Akua lighting up the kill feed. And this will be a fast flip over for the side of the Junkyard Dogs.
Honestly, Emerald just like those two antis really just like took that fight. For the Dogs, two really good antis to basically just kill one of the tanks, and yeah.
So we do see a very aggressive positioning by Fruitals and Akua here as they're able to just kind of poke down at Zainu Baba as Rusty Goomba on a big dive onto the background trying to find Emerald. She will be the first fall here in this fight to Frosty and Rusty. So now Junkyard Dawgs forced to play a little bit behind as Akua in the background looking for another, but Frosty will find Fruitles first. Frosty on a rampage right now will find Akua as well. That's 3 now for Frosty as he's looking for more. Kerbology in trouble. Has the flyaway, but Goku picking her up as now Ghosty trying to hold out as long as he can on the Tracer. Has the recall, is stalling out this point for a decent amount of time with the blinks as Goku will end up sending him back to spawn. But almost 50% for the side of the Junkyard Dawgs as the point now flips over.
Yeah. Having the speed for the dive, I think, will really just like help the Dogs be able to sort of bounce in a lot better.
Both Winstons in for a dive. Emerald in trouble. The primal from Rusty is forced out as he's trying to make sure Emerald stays out of this fight. As she does have the Mercy peeling, but Frutal's primal of his own in the background. Akua gets first blood onto Zainu Baba. Lucio is now out of this fight. No beat. As Akua now pounces on Frosty, forces the Wraith form as he goes in for the ult. Pulse bomb on Frutals, won't find the pick, but Frutals dangerously low, will fall to Goku. As Kerbology has the res onto Ghostik, as Akua still in this now echoed form. Ghostik falls to big headshot by Pneumonia as Akua now finds 2 with that monkey primal. Knocks another off the mop, okay, as he also jumps off. Unlucky, but...
It's Helos versus tank and DPS, and Frutals comes back in.
Frutals is back in, but Rusty Goomba is looking for Kerbology. Kerbology's so low, but she's getting healed up by Emerald. It's only Riley able to really chunk in this damage as Suzu's forced out by Pneumonia already, and this fight is looking in favor for the side of the Junkyard Dawgs still, as Ghostik now finds Rusty Goomba. Now no tank for the side of the Emerald as well, finds Goku. So now it's a 5 versus 3. Frosty has that Blossom, but he got slept. He's in trouble. Akua finds Zainu Baba. That's once again beat out of this fight as Pneumonia will find Akua. The res comes out though from Kerbology to keep Akua alive as Frutals finds Frosty. Frutals on a rampage finds Pneumonia, and the point will finally flip.
Okay, the Junkyard Dawgs won that fight, but they let so much percentage, like, I mean, one good fight by the Shapeshifters in this map's over. The Shapeshifters did a fantastic job just having someone stay on the point for like 50 minutes. It was fantastic work by them.
Yeah, the noticeable thing here is there's 3 ults coming up for the side of the Shapeshifters that almost have Primal as well. As Rusty Goomba goes in the background, they want Emerald. They know Emerald has been lighting up the kill feed right now with those big Bionades, and she will fall to Rusty Goomba. And, well, Pneumonia steals the kill, but he was there. Primal comes out as well from Frutals, trying to keep the team alive and let the res on Emerald happen, but Kerbology gets punished by Rusty Goomba. Ghosty finds the kill on Rusty Goomba himself as another Pulse Bomb onto Frosty. Now there's no Reaper ult for this fight for the side of the Charlemagne Shapeshifters as Zainu Baba pops the ult, and they find 2. They find Akua and they find Emerald. It's just Ghostik and Frutals on the point right now, trying to make things happen as Pneumonia pumping in this damage as the Kiriko ult as well as Goku will find Frutals. It looks like this might swap for the Charlemagne Shapeshifters, and they still have 2 ults coming into this last fight.
Ooh.
Not that they're needed, as a little bit too late of a touch there, but first point control goes over to the Shapeshifters. Yeah, so this is probably a good time to bring up that both these teams are not full strength right now. However, it's especially felt for the Junkyard Dawgs. Maybe that's why there's a little bit less coordination, as normally they do have flip-flop on that flex support. And they are also missing Roar on DPS and Silent Storm as their kind of main support flex with Kerbology, as Slimeall is the only person missing for the side of the Shapeshifters this evening. So once again, both teams kind of Shapeshifters are running the exact same comp, but Akua swapping over to the Widow finds Frosty immediately out of the gate. This is really big, as Frutals should now be able to just get on the back line as Akua finds another on Goku. Frutals is in, doing a lot of damage. They're trying to find Rusty Goomba, but he has that jump, able to get out, but point control should go over to the Junkyard Dawgs here, as they were able to get some really big picks off to those Akua Widowmaker headshots. As Rusty Goomba on point, they force out the Suzu, as Kerbology will fall to Zainu Baba, and Frutals, both support lines are now traded. Rusty Goomba finds Akua as well, so now it's a 3 versus 4, or 3 versus 3 in fact, sorry. Kerbology opting to swap over to that Zen, as Goku will find Frutals as well, and it looks like the Shapeshifters coming out on top as well. Ghostik is there. We'll keep the point going a little bit further, but Shapeshifters will eventually swap over the point.
Having Rusty just take that extra bit of space, I think, really helped at that moment. And Akua just got another pick, huh?
Yeah.
What is
So
that?
both teams are even, but it's a tracer for Kiriko. So Emero in trouble is just getting pounced on by Goku and Rusty Goomba over and over. As Goku now once again in that backline finds Kerbalji as well. That's both supports for the side of the Junkyard Dogs. Now dead as Pulse Bomb will. Oh my goodness, sorry, I'm messing up my names as Rusty Goomba gets chased by Fruitles, and now it's the Junkyard Dogs looking to pounce as Fruitles once again now on Pneumonia on Zainu Baba, but good peel from their team to keep them all alive as Ghostik now trying to contest a little bit, get the point flipped as Frosty now in trouble getting dove. As we do see the Widow Sights coming through by Akua, as once again, Rusty Goomba is going in. Zainu Baba falls to Ghostik. That's the first blood in this fight, but Rusty Goomba finds that backline of Kerbalji and Emero and Ghostik there, and quite frankly, Rusty Goomba cannot do more right now. Fruitles pops the Primal, trying to keep this fight going, but he's just gonna have to force a runaway as Pneumonia finds the headshot on Akua. As Fruitles now alone on point, getting a lot of pressure as Rusty Goomba gets an unofficial quadra.
The ults right now are very one-sided. For the Shapeshifters, as they have 4 or 5 of the ults, well, on the other side, the Dogs seem to only have Nano, and that's gonna have to be basically popped as soon as Fruitles touches point.
Yeah, we do see last minute hero swaps to just try to stall out Akua on the Sombra as well as Fruitles on the Diva, but Rusty Goomba spots out Akua on the Sombra. Fruitles gets the pick on Frosty. There won't be a Death Blossom in this fight. Nano onto Fruitles, trying to keep it going as the hack onto Rusty Goomba as he pops Primal. The beat from Zainu Baba to keep his team alive to the Nano Diva as Emero once again in trouble, getting juggled and popped by Pneumonia. As now the fight's taking a point as it will swap over, but Rusty Goomba finds Akua, and now it's a 3 versus 5 still on this point as Fruitle's trying to get this Lucio, but Zainu Baba is not dying. The Tracer as well, punishing Kerbalji, as she will fall to Goku, and Zainu Baba will find Ghostik as well. The D-Mech onto Fruitles, so will anyone be able to touch is the question. I don't think so. I think we're looking at a Shapeshifters match 1 victory. Akua is here, in fact. He has a translocator, but Rusty Goomba knows he's up there, is scouting him out, and no one else will be able to follow up. So a very aggressive first fight win for the Shapeshifters.
Yeah. As soon as they realized that Emerald wasn't being as protected as those supports, they really just kept on diving Emerald over and over in sort of the backline, and there was not a lot of PO happening for the Shapeshifter support. Not the Shapeshifter, the Dog support, and I think that's what happened.
Yeah, there. On that first point, we saw a lot of those early team fights were being decided by Emero with, as you mentioned, really big anti-nades, really big sleeps. But when you're trying to play that Mercy Pocket Akua game plan, it's really hard to then keep Emero alive, and that's what the Shapeshifters noticed as they just went on that dive mission to try to catch that flex support out on the Junkyard Dogs, and it paid dividends for them. So an early map win for the Shapeshifters on Ilios, and we know next map is hybrid, and we'll see you guys after a map break. All right, welcome back, everybody. We are here on King's Row, of course, a favorite of many Overwatch player. It was the map pick for the Junkyard Dogs, as they do tend to really like this map, and we'll see if it does pay off for them, as they are hoping to bring it back in this series against the Charlemagne Shapeshifters. Of course, after a close map 1, right? Maybe this map pick will end up flipping their luck a little bit. But what are your thoughts on this, Chummy Wummy? How do you foresee this this map playing out?
Hey, the shapeshifters are no longer on sort of that dive, so it's going to be a lot easier to protect Emerald. So that's nice for the for the dogs. However, the Dawgs' entire plan is up to basically how many picks they can get, because as soon as they don't really have any sort of counter to being rushed on, unless Frudos can like knock them all back.
Yeah, so we do see kind of the Junkyard Dogs trademarked comp here of Frutal's Doomfist and Pocketed Sojourn, as Frutal's already very aggressive. The big Bionade as well by Emerald, but Frosty, in fact, getting the first blood is after a good May wall by Guku to keep the team alive. As Rusty trying to take this space, take this scat through. As Zainu Baba wants blood, he's looking for Akua, but Akua, you gotta respect them a little bit more there. But Frutal's once again going in that backline, kind of miscommunication as Ghost Seek blocks his own slam, but Maywall forced out by Gugu as Rusty Guma falls dangerously low. Frutal's knows he's just keeping that Rhine separated, but will stay alive after a big lamp from Pneumonia. The wall forced out as Guku falls so low, and a big slam by Frutals to find the finishing kill. Frosty finds Akua in that backline, but the res is there by Kerbalji to keep him, bring him back up. As first stick is brought out, as the counterpin on Frutals will force him to fall, but Rusty Goomba still anti, as now Akua pops the sights, finds Pneumonia through the window, finds Rusty Goomba as well. Frosty finds Akua, but now Zainu Baba in the background, he's trying to find Kerbalji, will fall as well. And, you know, that was a window for overclock, and, you know, that maybe you take that, but they get the point. Or, sorry, I should specify, the Junkyard Dogs get the point, and are just really taking this momentum and pushing very deep, and
oh no,
Guku's in trouble. Unlucky for him.
Yeah, I do want to see a bit more like aggression almost, or just like away, because once like Frutos goes in, the shapeshifters could like capitalize on it. But with the speed, however, so that's what I want to see for them, a bit more like aggressive, because a lot of the time Rusty's sort of trying to go in, yet the rest of his team is a bit further behind than him.
Big punch, and Blizzard is committed by Guku and Ghostik. Everyone's frozen on the field right now, but the lamp is down to keep people alive for a little bit, but never mind. Akua just finds the picks anyway, and res by Kerbalji gets canceled as she does fly away to stay alive. But Frutals and Akua just annihilates people through the Ghostik Blizzard.
Flew out of there. He's like, I do not want to get frozen, and like slammed the people who were getting lammed. Very good play, and then Akua just like shoots people, and that works.
The punch will keep Rusty Goomba from touching the point, and a big anti. The shatter, though, Kerbalji and Emerald both on the ground will fall from Rusty Goomba. What a hero play! Zainu Baba with the beat as well to keep the team alive. As now the May will fall, Ghostik will fall as Akua will find Gugu on the back end, but. Those were definitely some hero plays there by the Charlemagne Shapeshifters to not let them full cap, you know, with 3 minutes still on second point.
The beat plus the shadow was very needed, I think, to sort of just stop the momentum completely, and this part of the map is pretty difficult to take, so
but there is important to know is Rusty went back to spawn to swap to Orisa, but now he's not here and the fight is getting started. But Frutals just blows up. Zainu Baba and Pneumonia also not there at that fight. So Frosty will pop the high noon, kind of curb a lot of this aggression, but Akua will be the first or another to fall to Frosty, as right now Frosty is hitting his shots as Rusty Gooba will punish Kerbalji trying to get that res there.
Honestly, I do like the switch to Orisa. It was a bit scary at the beginning for the Shapeshifters, but I think the overall switch to basically play the cannon Doomfist
Oh,
counter
what an anti!
was a good idea. Also, Cobology's just sleeping over there.
They were really big uh hits on his Logan's cooldowns there, but you know, not much able to be done with them as you know the team is playing. The overclock is popped by Akua. We'll see if he's able to make anything happen. Getting zoned out by Rusty Goomba very well, but Zainu Baba, you need to be careful, man. Oh, he gets head popped. Oh, that's not what you want to see. It's a big sleep on the Fruitals, but the Nano is going to keep him alive, as well as the Magnetic Grenades. Ghostik finds Rusty Goomba kind of alone on that right side. The Seismic Slam by Fruitals coming down. Trying to find Pneumonia, as Pneumonia forced to keep himself alive with that Bionade will fall, as Frosty will find Fruitals, but the res by Kerbology to keep him alive as Akua finds Frosty again on the back end of this.
Yeah, not having Emerald is able to like stay up a lot more in these fights and get a lot more value when sort of the shapeshifters are more of like a brawl type thing, which is making the overall
Oh, the Doomfist
dog
is in!
playing.
I think the Doomfist dive might be a little bit better than the Orisa drive. Oh, what a combo! The Dragon pull will will pull out two of the fighters. Akua does get Zainu Baba off the trade, but you know, a full team wipe almost, as Emerald will run back to spawn, but more or less a full team fight for the Shapeshifters. You take that any day of the week.
That ult synergy fantastic, especially in the small room called by probably Rusty. Very good ult usage, but however, Ghostseek is gonna try to zone with Dragon.
Yeah, we do see Ghostseek's own dragons come down as Fruitals once again looking for Goku, forced to drop out very quickly, gets pretty dinked as Kerbology pops the Valk. They're trying to win this here as Zainu Baba will fall to Ghostseek, that won't be beat in this fight. Fruitals as well finding Rusty Goomba as Rusty just trying to zone out that backline once again. Kerbology wants blood. She's chasing down Goku. Fruitals finds Frosty on the back end of this. And Akua finds Goku as well. So Shapeshifters, they might have a touch here, but Fruitals doing his best to keep everyone zoned off. But Rusty Goomba back on the monkey, the beat as well to keep everyone alive. But the Nano accident went Lucio. It didn't go on the monkey, so Lucio now trying to find picks in the background, but Fruitals finds Pneumonia. So now there's no Ana in this fight. Frosty finds Fruitals as Zainu Baba will find Ghostseek as well, and but Frosty has this Deadeye to keep the to keep the Junkyard Dogs from really capping here. Akua once again finds Zainu Baba with a headshot as Frosty headshot of his own to take out Akua.
Fantastic! Suzu by Nio, Logan by sort of stopping the rest from happening by using it as a boo. Yeah.
I didn't even catch that. That's really good job. Pneumonia, very big big Kiriko fan. Rusty Goomba now trying to zone out, opting again to kind of match his dive as he finds Akua, and there shouldn't be a res because they stopped it last time. No sleep down on Emerald as well as Rusty Goomba just trying to keep everyone off from being up here. The big cleanse to keep off that Bionade as Ghosty trying to pump in this damage as the Junkrat and Fruitals and Rusty Goomba just kind of training poke up here with their defense matrix. But one has a Mercy Pocket and the other has no Junkrat. As Kerbology will have the res as well, the Nano onto Fruitals. He wants blood, he's looking at his backline, his overtime is now being popped. Akua is the first to find blood, will find Frosty, but Goku quick to return. There's no Ana now in the fight. As Pneumonia as well finds Akua, and this dive in the backline is working out so well as Goku finds two. Rusty Goomba now finds Kerbology. It's just Fruitals on the point. In the mech, he will find Goku, but there's three on him right now. It's just him and mech. The bomb is forced by Rusty Goomba to just clean this up, and the Shapeshifters hold on, don't allow the full cap after such a dominant first and almost second point by the Junkyard Dogs.
Yeah. Basically the Junkyard Dogs want to basically just stop it probably the first or second and not even try to get to third. Yeah, but doesn't anyone want to do that?
Yeah, I think the big swap there was, once again, the Charlemagne Shapeshifters recognizing, look, if they're gonna be playing this kind of dive mercy pocket type of thing that they like to do, we just need to go on our own and go back to our dive that was working so well.
Yeah, even like the Orisa switch before, I think was very useful.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be rough for the Dogs as they don't really have any speed nor a lot of survivability for sort of the Reinhardt.
Mm-hmm.
They as he's going to get run on, which is going to be sort of see if you can actually make your main tank survive before sort of the enemy team just sort of sprints at you. Is the entire play that's going to happen.
So yeah, Rusty Goomba popped very low by Akua, but will be healed up pretty quickly. That's very fast ult charge for Pneumonia here on that Kiriko. But yeah, Fruitles, like you said, is going to be feeling a lot of pain to this Bastion as the big pop from the Charlemagne Shifters. They're going in, they find Fruitles, they find Ghostik, but the rest is there by Kerbalji. Akua finds 2 of his own on Zainu Baba and Frosty. As Akua once again finds Pneumonia, and big picks from him as now it's just Rusty Goomba on this point, but you know, you get 2 ticks already in the first 40 seconds, and but Akua has dragons already.
Akua needs to use that dragon to basically cut off half the Russian team, or just kill the Lucio. That also works.
Perform is brought out by Goku as Fruitles pins in. The dragon is there to split off the team, and the big anti-nade onto Goku. Goku will fall. The cleanse is just a second too late, as now Rusty Goomba in trouble, is being surrounded, will fall as well. As now Zainu Baba needs to be careful. He has vision on him, as Fruitles feeling a little bit of pain here, but will be healed up very quickly by Emerald, who now has this nano. And again, just the ult differences for both teams here is, you know, Akua halfway to dragons again, as well as Nano already being built up.
Well, also seeing Rusty really close to the.
Oh my goodness.
His ult.
Nano Reinhardt, they find Kerbalji, but everyone else falls. So Charlemagne Shapeshifters, they find both supports. So if they go fast here, this should be a winning fight for them, as they did pull out the Nano.
We're also seeing the rampage from the Jungle Queen, and the Shapeshifters don't have a lot to counter that if Rusty has a big.
The big dragons find Zainu Baba! And the big anti-nade onto Rusty Goomba. He can't go in. Frosty finds Fruitles, but the Valk is there. The Jungle Queen ult. They find Ghostik off of that. Frosty trying to do the best he can. Akua falls low, but Kerbalji's there. Can they find both these picks? Yes, they find one. Can they find Kerbalji? She's flying out. They will find the second as well, so the Charlemagne Shapeshifters will get this point. After, again, Akua is just finding these picks.
Yeah, I'm guessing the Dogs are gonna hold close here, and probably use Blizzard when we reach sort of the choke by Ghostik. I'm guessing that's the plan, unless they're going for sort of this quarter. We're waiting for the team.
We do see the Rheinmere from Rusty Goomba opting to kind of match us a little bit over the Junker Queen. We do see this kind of typical bookstore hold. The wall is brought out by Ghostik. Both walls now shatter. Won't find anything. The counterpin as well to knock Fruitles on the ground, but Rusty Goomba is frozen. The gate from Pneumonia isn't enough to keep him alive, as Akua now finds Frosty as well, and another big bio nade. Zainu Baba will find Akua, but again, Kerbalji's there with the res. Ghostik will fall to Pneumonia as well, but can they make anything happen? Zainu Baba killed by Akua once again. That back line. No bio nade for both for Emerald here, but the dragons come through, cut off Rusty Goomba. The Suzu's force as the Nano goes on to Fruitles, but the Blizzard, Fruitles is still alive. Okay, he does die. but that is Nano out now, so you're feeling good if you're the Charlemagne Shapeshifters. They do still have beat as well to keep this momentum going. Kua will fall to a big headshot by Goku as the wall a little bit late to keep him alive. A big anti by Amuro, but the Shapeshifters are just collapsing. They want this blood. Pneumonia has to use that cleanse to stay alive, but they get Amuro off the back of it. Krawalji has the res. Amuro will be back. Early wall from Ghostseek, so not really able to catch off Rusty Goomba yet, but does curb a lot of this aggression. The big bio nade by Amuro onto Rusty Goomba. Has to play very safe around this corner, but he has Shatter. Oh no! Good block by Fruitles as Akua finds Frosty. Another big anti-nade by Amuro, and then Fruitles with the Shatter to knock him on his back, but the cleanse by Rusty Goomba. Krawalji wants blood. She finds Logan, is now bagging, and they once again at 3 meters. The Junkyard Dawgs staying alive.
Yeah, it's gonna be up to what's more sort of potent, the overall like beat and like Kazune Rush compared to sort of the DPS ults, because those are the only ults seeming to going to maybe be online by the Junkrat Dog.
Early damage on Pneumonia. He's in trouble. But a big wall. Fruitles will fall through the pin. The gate gets blocked by what a wall by Ghostseek. So the gate not able to get much done. But the Blizzard gets canceled. Oh no! That's disastrous for the Junkyard Dawgs, as now they're able to just walk this payload and should be able to just cap here. Krawalji and Akua trying to do the best they can as Krawalji will drop. As Akua gets a Magna Grenade. Both will fall. But again, 2 minutes now. They essentially need a full cap here for the side of the Charlemagne Shapeshifters. They're going aggressive. Rusty Goomba in the backline will find Amuro. That's no Nano now, as Fruitles and Rusty Goomba swinging on each other. With a Shatter, Fruitles on his back will fall as well. And again, the Charlemagne Shapeshifters just trying to keep those momentum, trying to hold them at these spawn doors. They have Blizzard, they have beat. They're trying to do so much damage, but a big anti-nade on Goku and Papa again. There's once again no beat in this fight as Rusty Goomba now in so much pressure. Goku has to pop the Blizzard to try to make anything happen as Akua falls, Krawalji falls, Amuro falls. It's just Fruitles. Fruitles is the only one alive. He's behind the wall. He gets nanoed, but it's not enough. Rusty Goomba with the pin. He's able to stay alive. Both Reinhardt's so low, but this card's not stopping. Ghostseek opting over to swap onto the Tracer. Zainu Baba is going to be back. He has the beat to stay alive. Oh, the knockback on Fruitles, and they'll get not yet. The Shatter by Fruitles. Fight Zainu, there's no beat. He gets the beat, and Akua gets Frosty. The fight's still going on. The shape of the Junkyard Dawgs, they fight 3. What a pin by Fruitles. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, another minute still in the fight. Oh my goodness, the Ajax!
Ooh, 5-man plus a beat stop. That was a cool shadow. Rusty, what? I want a super cool shadow from you. You got this. You got.
Rusty was there. They have the Shatter. They wall Fruitles. Fruitles in trouble. Fruitles on the ground. Will he fall? He will fall. No, a little bit of non-team coordination as the wall procs their own gate. Zainu Baba will find Amuro. As now Genji in the backline. Akua finds one. Krawalji follows the Rusty Goomba, but the cart is not going to stop. Ghostseek is there trying to make anything happen, but Akua and Ghostseek are so far away, and they'll just walk it in. The Charlemagne Shapeshifters. They get map 2. Oh my goodness.
Oh, those were some old sacking. That was it.
Oh man, this is Overwatch, baby. As we see a great Shatter by Rusty Goomba, we'll find 2. Wow, what an ending of that point. That's so unfortunate that both Akua and Ghostseek were trying to find the backline, and the Shapeshifters realize that, and they just walk. They collapse themselves, and you know what? You can kill Zainu Baba, you can kill Pneumonia, but you know Frosty, Rusty Goomba, and Goku, the 3 of us are just gonna be able to sit on this cart, push it the rest of the way.
Frosty was just chilling on call for like 90% at the 3rd point. It was just like he's just walking it down as like. It was like a mission by Zainu Baba, Rusty, and Frosty just to go in as far as possible. They were in spawn doors and using ults. It was madness. Fantastic plays by the Shapeshifter, and also really good plays by the Dawgs that map. Very close, honestly.
Yeah, so I'm gonna send us off here to a map break. through here as Silent Storm was able to end up making it here. So we will see the Junkyard Dogs trying a new approach with Silent Storm on the tank, Fruitals on DPS, and Akua in for Kerbology on support. So kind of possibly opting for a more offensive support line, maybe harder peel for Emero as well, but not with Lucio over a Mercy. But this could be changing depending. This is just their attack room comp coming out, but we do see Goku Pharah, which I would be a little bit scared if I'm the Junkyard Dogs.
We got some Zenyatta, and it's going to be very hard dive by the Shapeshifters again. I think that's what they like to play. And we got snipers. You like snipers?
Love snipers.
Yeah, we got some
Akua
snipers
very
and stuff.
aggressive early. As the jump by Rusty Guma goes in, gets pinned by Silent Storm very low, as Fruitals gets the headshot on Goku as well. So Goku immediately out of this fight, there is no mercy for him. So very early picks as Fruitals now finds Zainu Baba as the Shapeshifters immediately swapping this momentum as Akua. It happens. It happens. You know what? It's okay. Frosty.
Quick change.
Yeah, Ghostik will fall to Goku. Good dive by Rusty and Goku on them as Rusty as well finding Fruitals off the jump. Big sleep on the Goku by Emero. Will find the kill, but Rusty is there looking for the Lucio as well as Akua forced to run away as he finds Silent Storm. As Rusty Goomba racking up these kills right now in this backline. Whoa, what a 5-orb by Pneumonia.
Yeah.
I'm a little interested as to why Fruitals opted. Well, I guess Goku is on the Genji now over the Pharah, but opting to go over to the Tracer off the Widow.
Maybe to sort of do more help with for the Rhine, and sort of
Possibly, yeah.
take more of the backline out rather than just whoever's sort of in LOS.
Sounds low. The deflect is forced out as Pneumonia once again. 5 orbs Fruitals as the sleep will miss from him. Emero in trouble. First uses a Bio Nade, but her team is there that time. Rusty Goomba gets blown up. Pneumonia has this trans, but now the Junkyard Dogs able to play this a little bit slow. They have the supports. They have Nano. They have Beat. Walking onto this cart as Frosty forced to Wraith away. Falls very low. Goku. Silent Storm is going in. He pins in. Has that enhanced healing on him from the Bionade. The big boot from Akua to keep Emero alive as Rusty Goomba, though. They still find the bigs anyway as Pneumonia finds 2 out of the support line.
Beat got done.
Oh, another Ajax. Both teams now Ajaxing on both maps here. Rusty Goomba paying one forward to Akua.
Everyone's falling off the map. Oh my.
Did we grease the floors today?
I think that was one of the new updates to Rialto, because it's like the floors are all shiny. That's actually just grease on the ground. Yeah.
I see. Pneumonia. He has Fruitals' number right now as Rusty Goomba pounces on the backline as Frosty able to just punish Silent Storm. Since again, Rusty Goomba finding so much space here, keeping Akua and Emero from being able to help the team, as well as Ghostik trying to just dump these arrows, but that's a Sniper Monkey. And you know, after such early aggression by the side of the Junkyard Dogs, they're kind of falling a little bit flat here. They have 4 ults, but you know, there's 4 on the side of the Charlemagne ship.
It's gonna be an ult fight. 40 seconds. Ults are gonna be slammed. You ready for pulse? Oh, they got Nano Blade on the.
So, who wins, Nanoblade or Dragons? As Dragons are brought out. Goku's dead though. The trans as well to keep the fight going by Pneumonia, but no Goku means no Nanoblade. Rusty Goomba finds Emero though, so it's just Silent Storm on the point as Fruitals gets slept, misses the Bionade. Silent Storm as well gets the big shatter, but it's just dead, and that's all the ults. That's okay. That's all the ults for more or less for the Junkyard Dogs.
Yeah,
now.
you still got Nanoblade coming back. This is gonna be really rough.
Ghostik is there on cart. We'll be able to get the touches. Nanoblade is popped in the back line. Misses the dash. Has the deflect on Emerald though, is able to finish it up as Emerald will fall. Akua forces the cleanse, but Fruitles finds Zainababa, but Frosty again has that Blossom. Akua finds Gugu in the backline, but it's just Ghostik against the world right now. Him and Akua trying to make anything happen on cart, but really well done by the Shapeshifters to, you know, stop this aggression.
Yeah, that was really well done by the Shapeshifters. Another person went into the sink again, so we got 3 on the sink counter and 2 on the Ajax counter.
Yippee! Again, I know I've been saying this a lot, but it really is. You know, we saw Akua on that Lucio to start, and while he's getting good value with the picks and pressure on the backline, Emero has been kind of left out to dry a little bit still. So it's really tough. As Rusty Goomba, very proficient on that Winston character, able to just get value on every single dive.
That Winston man, he's scary. He jumps at you.
Winston jump. And again, Pneumonia as well, hitting those orbs on Fruitles over and over.
Fruitles is like, I'm gonna dive you, and then he just said, no, you, like, sit down. It was wild. He did not let Fruitles play the game. It was rough. But there was comps have been changed. We got Goku shooting people. We got Ghostik. He's gonna try to hack people. We got the Fruitles Genji. We got Akua. She's saying like, look, Pneumonia, I got your number now.
Pneumonia once again gets Ghostik instead of Fruitles. As Rusty Goomba on the Doomfist, putting pressure on Silent Storm, forces him to roll back. As a big anti by Emero. And a slam by Silent Storm, but you know, no one's really there to help take advantage of it, as he will just instead blow up after the punch and the Reaper. Akua trying to find these picks on the Zenyatta, but getting pressured now, falls very low. We'll get the pick on Frosty though first, is now Rusty Goomba trying to help his team, as he will find Akua. It's Fruitles versus Rusty Goomba over here, but Rusty Goomba very low, forces out the deflect. Gugu's there to help, gets that shot on Fruitles. The recall from the Tracer now forces Emero, will be the one to kill Rusty Goomba, but this cart is still moving. Silent Storm there with the slam, won't find anything. But cart able to be contested. Pneumonia pumping in damage right now on the Zenyatta, 70% towards trans. Ghostik trying to find Goku up here. They know he's up there. As Ghostik will find Goku, is forced to recall, but you know, that's a really big pick.
Akua's going for some background shenanigans right now. He's kicking.
He got Zainababa. This is Rusty Goomba, the grease.
I'm sorry for the greased floor.
This is a very scrappy fight right now, but if we're considering ults to be wins, there is a trans for the side of the Charlemagne Shapeshifters.
You have
the slam onto Goku, but what a punch by Rusty Goomba. Silent Storm is now out of this fight. There won't be mines and there won't be a ball. Ghostik has the pulse, gets hacked though, is forced to recall, throws out the pulse bomb, isn't able to find anything. Rusty Goomba using that seismic slam to stay alive as Pneumonia finds Akua, and Rusty Goomba finds Emerald, and I think this might be it for the Junkyard Dawgs. Frosty finds Fruitles. It's just Silent Storm on the ball, on point. He doesn't have mines yet. Gets blown up. Frosty, those Hellfire shotguns. And yeah, the Charlemagne Shapeshifters, 3-0 series.
Cool.
How you feeling after that one, Chummy?
Oh, that was some crazy. The Shapeshifters went very hard on that dive, especially like look what even is happening in this play of the game. He's
someone. He's Orban.
Yeah, he's Loban. He's open.
All right. Well, I have an idea of who I would want match MVP after the 3 games, but
I got two.
you got two. Okay, all
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
Let's hear, and we'll see if mine is match. I mean, I also have a few. I could see the arguments for pretty much anyone on the Shapeshifters today, but
Yeah.
you list your two, and if those match my big one,
Okay.
we'll go with
Okay.
that
So
individual.
it's either Rusty and Logan both just did fantastic. Um. Uh. Like Neo, just like that, like Zenyatta gameplay at the end. Was insane. His Q code was really well done, and the force map, he just survived a lot more on sort of the force map 2 game, and then Rusty just killed everyone. It was great. What about you?
Yeah, I think you bring up excellent points for both Rusty Goomba and Pneumonia Gaming. The individual, I mean, I think I would agree with Pneumonia Gaming this fine evening, but I want to give a special shout out, especially though, kind of someone we weren't really talking about a whole lot today, but Frosty was doing such a great job on the DPS. He was getting a lot of these starting picks, especially on King's Row.
He he did use the and he did just like shoot everyone with McCree Cassidy. Um, yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with giving it to Pneumonia though. If that's who we want, I just I want to give that special shout out as again, there's a lot of the great dives by Rusty Goomba and Pneumonia fighting together there, but Bratzi kind of on that back end there for his team protecting against the counter dives as well as getting a lot of the opening picks in these fights to enable those really strong dives. But let's give it to Pneumonia. Pneumonia Genji Kiriko Zenyatta man.
Yeah. I do. Do it. God.
We can. Oh, there he is. Congratulations, Pneumonia Gaming.
Hi.
Hey, you went fishing. Why are you fishing? Don't you know that fish are friends, not food?
That's awkward.
Yeah. I mean, you did spend a little bit of time today fishing yourself, going into the water a couple times, but
What? That was only uno mas.
Deep sea diving.
Randy baited me. Randy was really hot, and I was like, "Ooh, Randy, what's that?" And then the fucking ball just slammed into mine.
Everyone was falling in the water of that map, though.
Yeah, there was a lot of swimming going on.
Yeah, it was swan dive into the best night of your life. It was.
So what's up, guys? How's it going?
That's what we're supposed to ask you. How you feeling? Big win today.
Yeah, huge win.
How you feeling?
It was, it was one of those games where towards the end, I think everyone was starting to get a little silly goofy, so it got a little fun. And before that, though, the games, I thought the games were still good. I even got to try out the infamous Pneumonia Baptiste for 2 fights before they had a Doom, so I went on it.
Yeah, listen, your presence was definitely felt, I think, in the match today. Both a little bit of banter, everyone had a little bit of banter
She started
going on.
She started it.
No, it's okay. Listen, I'm just saying. It was definitely an electric evening this evening. My favorite thing you did today, by the way, I think you and Goku had a little bit of a miscommunication, but yeah, I think you had the world's shortest
on the
gate.
Maywall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was really hoping he would put it down because we didn't need it anymore. So then I pressed it, and I was like, I didn't put it down, did he?
It's all right. Listen, that Kiriko gate was just as good as like a long Kiriko gate. It made I'm sure it did just as much like healing. It was just as good.
It had a great personality.
It had a great personality.
It's how you use it, not actually the lane.
Honestly, they didn't know it was short, so they started running away.
Yeah.
So I mean.
Well, I wouldn't say short.
No, it was at least average. It was
at least average.
Yeah, I would say greater than average, honestly.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Mr. Chummy Wummy, do you have any other questions before we go to El Clasico?
Oh, what? what's your favorite type of number? Yeah.
Ooh, number?
Yeah.
I feel like it would be really, really basic to say prime number.
Ooh, with the
But
prime.
I don't know, something about like just being like they're like unique, right? They're like pure. It's like them and one is everybody, and one is like God. So
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with
that's
the
some
prime
big
number.
talk, hyping up number one. Holy.
Number one.
Yeah,
It's so
but-
special. It's like no matter what, it's always there. It ain't gonna try to change you. It ain't gonna. It's always with you. You know, and that's how I feel about water. Because
Well, you know what? Your team is number one, at least for today. So, congratulations. We have one more question
you.
for you here. If
wonder what
you
it could
were
be.
not the match MVP today, who would you give it to? Who's a special shout out?
Ooh, special shout out tonight. I think Riley did a lot more thinking behind the planning tonight instead of just going, let's do this, and then we go in and die and be like, oh, we forgot about that part. Like, the comms were good today and the pre-planning was good. So I'll give a shout out to Big Cap for a match well done.
All right, well, you love to hear that. Well, thank you everybody for making it this fine evening. Once again, congratulations to Pneumonia and the Junkyard
Thank you.
Dogs as a whole. Or sorry,
Erm.
the Charlemagne Shapeshifters. Sorry, you're on the Junkyard Dogs in the lobby screen. That's where I read your
Oh.
name.
Wait, I am?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, what if I lose?
Congratulations to Pneumonia and the Charlemagne Shapeshifters as a whole with a 3-0 sweep today against the Junkyard Dogs. I was your play-by-play caster, FlamboJambo, joined by the incredible color commentary of Mr. Chummy Wummy, and as always, Booney on the prod. So thanks everyone, stay safe, have a good night, and we'll see you at the next match.
Bye, chat.